Good evening and a warm welcome to Molineux for an all-Premier League clash as Wolves and West Ham meet in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Two teams needing to kickstart their campaigns. Wolves 19th, West Ham 20th in the early Premier League table. They are the only two teams without a point so far. Again, you see the willingness of Juve to get into advanced positions. Mosquera looks to clear things up, but it breaks for Souček, who was trying to thread one through to Bowen. No-time tackle by Todibo to just pinch possession off Arias. Paquetá, clever ball, threaded forwards to find Jarrod Bowen, who's trying to bring it under control. He's got Thomas Souček there. Can he get a strike away? Clawed out by Johnston. First real go at goal from West Ham this evening. Johnston with a smart stop, but West Ham looking to keep the pressure on here. Paquetá turns away from the challenges and perhaps emboldened by his magnificent strike on Friday night, took it on there from distance. But it was a big chance for Thomas Souček.
Yeah, just stretching into the shot. That's a great ball from Paquetá, but Bowen can't take it in his stride, but eventually sets up Souček. Just drifts across, left to his right foot, his stronger side, but just lacked the power really to trouble the keeper, Johnston.
James Ward-Prowse is one of the senior players at West Ham, and he said after that defeat against Chelsea, they need to be more difficult to beat. Here's Jarrod Bowen fired towards goal. Wolves want an offside flag.
Couple of good chances. Paquetá in that little pocket again, provides a lovely little ball, little 5-yard ball down the side of defenders.
And we're into the final 5 minutes of this first half. Two teams lacking a little confidence given the starts to the season that they've made. Wolves just in the ascendancy. Arias does really well to find Bellegarde. Challenge from Guido Rodriguez. And the referee, Sam Barrett, points to the spot. He took his time, but Wolves will have a chance here to get themselves into the lead from the penalty spot. The challenge by Guido Rodriguez. He took his time, Sam Barrett, but in the end, he points to the spot.
Yeah, he did take his time, but my first impression was penalty. Rodriguez too slow, gets squared up, just puts out a trailing leg like a tired leg. It's only in the first half, but out comes the tired leg here. Look, Bellegarde squares him up. Look, just kind of clips him, I think, there, catches him on the instep.
Hwang, as we move towards half-time here at Molineux, with the chance to put Wolverhampton Wanderers into the lead. He's had a bit of time to think about this. But up he steps now. And Hwang hits the post, and the follow-up finds its way in. Well, Wolves get themselves in front. Sharp instincts by Rodrigo Gomez to follow up from that penalty, which crashed back off the post. Wolves 1, West Ham 0.
Yeah, just you're thinking, did he encroach before? But comes off the post, comes back to him and he slams it home. But my first instinct was Areola should save the second shot. It goes underneath him. Wolves get a bit fortunate as it cannons off the post. Hwang's, then he's in there. There's the shot, goes in, and I just think Areola on that near post maybe should have had this one. Under his body, oh, he's just going slightly the wrong way. He gets wrong-footed, so maybe I'm being a little bit harsh, but does well to follow up and put Wolves ahead.
Can West Ham find a response before half-time?
Well, it's West Ham who've had the better of the chances, half chances, should we say, through Paquetá and Bowen in particular, but they've gone up and it's again a costly error.
And there've been a fair few of them that have hindered West Ham's start to the season. Cross comes in, wonderful header from Paquetá, but he couldn't quite guide it on target.
Yeah, good late run, again the key, late run from Paquetá, good shape of cross from Ward-Prowse, and that allows him to generate a little bit of power, and he'll probably feel a little bit aggrieved that he didn't hit the target there.
Juve again.
It's a shame when you get in that position on that left-hand side. Just need to work that penalty area, trying to get across him, but gone all the way back. They've got to get across in here.
Ward-Prowse looks to do so first time. West Ham want handball. Huge roar went up and several players surrounding the referee. The game goes on. Souček rises and West Ham are level. Yet again, Tomáš Souček in the right place at the right time. Perfect start to the second half for Graham Potter's side. Just the response they were looking for. How many times do we see Tomáš Souček pop up in the penalty area and do just that? Wolves won, West Ham won.
Well, that's where you want Big Tom, arriving late in the box, 6'4", and he's good at these little headers and making things happen. There was appealing for handball there, did strike the hand as he was sliding in, but maybe they'll wave that away now because Walker-Peters does ever so well. Reverses back onto his left peg, clips it up to the far post, and that's what Souček does really well, arrives in the box. And I think that's what he's got to do for West Ham, not be in those deeper positions, arrive, make up the extra man and put those headers away as he did there. That's a really good goal. Well worked, Walker-Peters, little twist and turn, lovely little clip and a good finish as well.
Now Bowen, Ward-Prowse in the penalty area, but a well-timed challenge comes in from Santiago Bueno.
Good little clip from Paquetá there again, though, coming in that deep position.
Bowen looks to send in the cross. Paquetá's there! And West Ham, for the first time this evening, have the lead. It was a devilish ball by Jarrod Bowen. And Lucas Paquetá taking the gamble, getting himself into the box. And he scores in successive games. They've been on the back foot, West Ham, since they equalised. But now they lead Wolves by 2-1.
Well, what a cross. What a great cross from Jarrod Bowen. He's really fizzed this one in. Comes back on his favoured side, his left side. Look at that ball. All you've got to do is get your head on it. Great header from Paquetá because he's flying into it. But he's only just got to put it on the target. And he does so quite easily, and it's a great goal. But all about the quality across. Great ball from Bowen, out in the position out wide, maybe where he should be, and gets that great ball in there, and Paquetá finishes ever so well.
Jørgen Strand Larsen is coming on. So he's going for it here, Vitor Pereira. Wolves have 18 minutes to at least try and take this contest to penalties. Tussle taking place here. Kilman tried to stop that attack from happening. Chatchoa, can he pick somebody out? Low ball into the box to Debo there for West Ham. Clearance doesn't get the ball too far away. Doherty, in it comes once again, and it travels beyond Strand Larsen. Picked up by Hugo Bueno. Arias. Andre, one touch, and he fires his shot towards goal. The follow-up put in, and Wolves have got a deserved equaliser. And it's Jørgen Strand Larsen who has it. Well, you have to say they're full value to be back on level terms. Sent on from the bench, and he does exactly what Vitor Pereira was looking for. 2-2 here at Molineux.
Well, you couldn't say it was coming. It wasn't coming, I'm sorry, Bish, but it was just going deeper and deeper, weren't they, West Ham, inviting it on. Shot comes in, slight deflection, Areola gets wrong-footed, but again, like the penalty, comes straight back out to Strand Larsen, and he finishes really well. There's the deflection, Areola gets it away with his feet, but there's Strand Larsen, and that's a good finish, because it's come out quite quickly to him, and he has to finish it, well, very quickly by moving those feet, and that's why they're asking so much money for him.
Kaladzic wins one, but not two headers. Now Arias straight at Areola. Chatchoa sends in the cross, and Wolves are ahead. And it's Jørgen Strand Larsen once again. What an impact he's made off the bench. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Jørgen Strand Larsen. And our Wolves on their way into round 3.
Well, let's hope Wolves can keep him. But if they don't, they've just added a few more quid onto his value to the selling club, that's for sure. But as I said before, you're dropping deeper and deeper. You're going to invite these kinds of situations, and West Ham have wilted again. A little bit of pressure, and they concede goals at will. Ball coming in, and really it's a good finish from Strand Larsen, but there's two defenders there with him, and neither really get a jump and a header at the ball. Mavropanos, most certainly. Ball comes out, and as it comes back in, good header in, look, good ball in, kept the pressure up, kept the ball alive, and Wolves have gone ahead, and it was coming again.
Well, it would be more problems and more pressure for Graham Potter, but if you look at things the other way for Wolves, it would be a big victory for them. Would lift a few clouds that have been hanging over Molineux. Strand Larsen, could he get his hat-trick here? Over the top it goes. That would have wrapped it up.
Doesn't quite take it in his stride. His first touch is a little bit off here, so that's why he has to have a little bit of a lash at it on the half volley. Ball comes in, you can see just takes it a little bit wide, and that's too wide to really get it back on target.
Wolves victorious. A first win of the season for Vitor Pereira's side. A big night, which might just lift a few clouds that were over Molineux. The difference maker, the game changer off the bench, Jørgen Strand Larsen. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, and Molineux is a happy place tonight for Graham Potter. The questions will come even more his way after his West Ham side failed to see through a game in which they led by 2 goals to 1. Full-time score, it's Vitor Pereira's side who win. Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, West Ham United 2.